Oh, Christ. Sexy, sporty, and sophisticated. These are all words used to describe this, the new MG Cyberster. It's the only all-electric, two-seater convertible sports car you can buy, and I tell you what, it almost makes me look cool. Don't worry, we'll get back to that classic MG in just a sec, putting it head to head against this thing to see which is the better midlife crisis car, something that's becoming painfully relevant for me. But first, let's talk price and range, and it's available in two flavors. There is the entry-level version, or rear-wheel drive version, which is 110 grand and does 507 k's per charge, and if you like to kick the back out on country roads, that's the one you should get. Then, of course, there is this one. This is the all-wheel drive version, which costs 20 grand more and actually does a little less per charge than the rear-wheel drive version, but it'll get you to your destination quicker. That's the same 0 to 100 time of a Ferrari F40. In this, an easy-to-drive, comfortable electric sports car. Would you stop beeping at me? That's a big complaint. It beeps a lot. Shut up. So it's energy 49. Shut up. Speed. Shh. Cabin noise. Shush. So it's energy. Stop beeping. We'll get to that in a sec. Both variations of this car have the same 77 kilowatt hour battery pack, but despite that weight of almost 2 tons, it's still a rocket ship, this thing. I have to address the name though. I know every car reviewer addresses the name, and it is a cringy name. It's the sort of name that Blade Runner fans and Tesla fans will enjoy, the name Cyberster. But for the rest of us, it is a bit cringy, and I don't know why they didn't just continue the MG naming system. Like, they've got MG-A, MG-B, MG-C. Why not call this the MG-E? Seems like MG, they missed a trick. But despite the silly name, it is an undeniably gorgeous car. In fact, the design of this thing, the Roaring Raindrop as it's called, is a partnership. Yes, the SAIC Design Studio in Shanghai partnered up with the MG Design Studio in London to create this. It is a beautiful looking machine. It is honestly, I dare you to find a bad angle of this car. It is sexier than me in heels. Now here's an image to tell your therapist. It's just beautiful. Plus, with those 20-inch alloys it's riding on, oh God, you forget how bad diesels stink when you're in a convertible. As for the inside, it's not quite as striking and bold as the exterior, but it is a very pleasant place to be. The use of textures is good, the stitching work is nice, we've got these handles here, the use of this fabric as well is nice. This is called Alcantara, which I know sounds like an exotic Italian cow, but no, it's a synthetic material, but you'd never know. It's fantastic. Oh, actually you might know because it's picking up all the dirt from 10,000 kilometers of car reviewers putting their pasty backsides on it. In fact, the only thing I don't like about this car, name aside, is the taillights. It just looks like they were designed by a spotty 16-year-old me. Let's move on to space and room in this two-seater convertible, and if you are a standard issue human male like me, 5'10", then you'll be fine. Yep, standard issue people like us, you know we can fit anywhere, right? Airline seats, dodgems, no worries. But if you are 6 foot tall, well, yeah, you might be in for a challenge in this car, because even at 5'10", there's only like 1.5 inches of space above my head hitting the room, and the top of the windscreen's just above my field of vision. Back to space and comfort in this car, and while the steering wheel is fully adjustable, it does block the displays. No matter which position you have it at, it will block some of the displays. That steering wheel is, however, fully heated with a push of a button. Same goes for the seats. These Alcantara seats are both heated in multiple options on the left and the right. They're also completely electronically adjustable, both the left and the right, no matter which version of the car you get, and they also have electronic lumbar support. In the boot, however, well, you're hard pressed for space. It has only 249 litres of capacity back there. It's one of the smallest boots on any car I've reviewed, which means that, well, yeah, it's tight. And if you lift up that little tray in the back there, expecting to see more storage, no, it's just the tyre repair kit. What about the front, you might be asking? Does it have a fartment or front compartment? Well, no. Lift the bonnet, all you'll see is a symphony of man-made materials under there. It's a shame because I feel like they could have reorganized things in there somehow just to give a little bit of space for maybe a carry-on bag or something. Honestly, there's not a lot of storage in this car, but it's a sports car. It's a two-seater convertible. If you're looking to find all kinds of Camry-like storage, this is not the car for you. Let's move on to gadgets now though, and this is where the car gets interesting. We start with what's right in front of us, this wraparound display here. We've got 3 individual displays. These 2 are touchscreen. Let me explain what they do. On the left-hand side, we've got map commands, media commands, and we can use our telephone functions. In the center, this is our instrument cluster, which shows our range, our speed, a little map here showing what cars are around me, and my economy. On the right-hand side, well, this is our energy information. We've got vehicle to load, charging information, energy consumption. We've also got a weather app. That is useful because let's face it, it is July. And for whatever reason, MG have decided to release this two-seater electric convertible to all the car reviewers in the country in the middle of winter. And to answer your next question, beats the hell out of me. Please don't rain. That right-hand side screen also turns into a reversing camera, which has a 360-degree bird's eye camera view. Really handy. The definition's okay, I guess. But moving on to the center console, this is where the next screen is. And this is the one that controls your basic car features and your air conditioning and climate controls. However, because it is a small vertical screen, there's a lot of scrolling required. It's not an easy screen to use while driving. Fortunately, this car does have voice commands, but they're not great. Sometimes they don't quite get what you're trying to say.
I'm here.
Turn on heated seats.
I'm sorry, I'm having trouble understanding. You may press the talk button to...
The center console also has your drive select options, reverse, park, drive, neutral, all that stuff. And we've also got our door commands here. Lift up to open the doors up, lift down to open the doors down. Plus, this is the roof control here. And the roof control is brilliant. It'll operate while driving. Watch this, I'm doing 34 k's an hour. And check this out. Supposedly, it'll work up to 40 k's an hour. It's so much quieter in here with the roof up. And the reason for that is it's not just a single piece of fabric. This has double layers of material with sound padding between them. So it gives you a little bit of noise insulation and a little bit of heat insulation. It's really smart. Also, if you're driving at night, it looks cool. Everything illuminates. Shush. It looks good. It's got LED strip lighting around, which of course you can change the color on. I've got it set to potato brown, which is the most natural color. It's a nice place to be, especially at night. There's a little slot here that you can fit your phone in, but it's gonna stick out a little bit. This thing, like many two-seater sports cars, it's got less room than a London flat. But by far, the coolest gadget this car has is a gadget I think all cars should have, and that is vehicle to load. But the piece of resistance for this car is the scissor doors. They look cool. It is by far the coolest signature point of this car, excluding the exterior looks, which are incredible. Those scissor doors, they are magical. And of course, you can operate them remotely as you're walking up to the car. It's great if you want to get a little bit of attention. But before anyone in the comments starts writing that,
oh, the MG Cyberster, it's not a practical car.
Of course it's not. It's a two-seater sports car. If you want a practical car, buy an MG4, buy an MG ZS EV. This is for fun. Actually, that being said, the MG4 is still a lot of fun. Even the entry-level version is a lot of fun. Now that we're on the motorway, the thing I want to test out is the level 2 autonomous driving. In the past, MG's level 2 autonomous driving has been a little bit nomadic. It's of the mindset that, look, I've paid for the whole lane, I'm going to use the whole lane. Let's see how far they've come. Are you ready? Here we go. It's now steering. Let me reduce that speed. Shh, stop beeping. And there we go. It's now driving itself. And it's in the middle of the lane. Look at this. Wow, this is night and day. That's such an improvement. Okay, so MG have clearly been working behind the scenes on this. What about cabin noise at 100 k's an hour on coarse chip roads? Well, we all know coarse chip roads. They're really rough, they're loud, they destroy potatoes. They're also quite exhausting, and convertibles, they're normally really, really loud, but this, looking at the sound meter, 87 decibels at 100 k's an hour in a convertible, that's not bad. But this is with the roof up. What does it sound like with the roof down? Well, as you can hear, if you can hear me, it's a slightly different story. It's a bit brisk, but while we're here in the middle of nowhere, why don't we try the 0 to 100 time? Let's see what this Cyberster's really capable of. Well, this is as good a place as any. The road's all to myself. It's a 100k zone. The car's in sport mode. I've got traction control or stability control turned off. Now let's see if I can enable launch control. Is it gonna work? Nope. Go. Auto hold, S sport. Oh, bugger it. Let's just go. 3, 2, 1. Oh, that's good. Cannot for the life of me figure out launch control in this thing. I'm doing everything it's telling me to do. Maybe it's me, it's probably me. It could be a software glitch. It's got a few software glitches. Let's try my secret driving road though, because I want to see what the Cyberster's like on the corners. Oh, and here we go. And I should point out that if you want to kick the tail of your car out on some quiet country roads, get the rear-wheel drive version. But if you want to go fast, get this all-wheel drive version. It's got 375 kilowatts and 725 torquing Isaacs, so it moves. Although I should point out that it doesn't handle anything like its predecessor, the MGB, because this is a heavier car. This is about 1 ton heavier. This thing weighs 1,985 kilograms. Though about 500 kilos of this car's total weight is the battery pack, that NMC battery strapped to the underside. The upside of that is that, yeah, sure, it doesn't handle as lightly as the MGB Classic Roadster, naturally, but it does ride sublimely like a Grand Tourer, and the weight of that battery pack is right down low against the road, really close to the ground, like 12 centimeters off the ground, which means that it just sticks. Honestly, it's just good fun. Even in winter, when it's miserable and wet and 14 degrees, it's so much fun. And it shows you how far the cars have come in 50-something years, going from that classic MG, which is fun, to this, which is cutting edge. But before any MG enthusiasts, the classic car guys, start writing in the comments how horrible this video is, don't worry. I've got a fun segment coming up when we put this against the MGB. Yes, it's the moment you've been waiting for, in which we put the MG Cyberster up against its granddad, the MGB Roadster, to see which is the better car for those entering a midlife crisis. Okay, we start with an easy one. Round one, which one looks better? Now, I can't decide because I love them both, so I asked you on the internet, and the answer was pretty honest. You like the Cyberster, but when it comes to aesthetics, the old girl, well, she wins the round. Okay, round two, which one's easier to get in and out of? And let's assume that if you're buying one of these two cars, your Cirque du Soleil days are behind you. So with that in mind, how much mobility do I need to get into this? Well, there's a big fat wide sill you can see here, so you've got to step over that, but easy. And if you need some support, you can grab that really strong window frame and help yourself out. No problem. Okay, what about the old girl though? Let's see. It looks about the same height off the ground. No sill to speak of. Getting in, not bad. I wouldn't use that to lift myself out though, so I'm just gonna use my legs. Oh, round one to the Cyberster. But which one has the more adjustable steering wheel? Now this one goes in and out, up and down. It changes position more than a conspiracy theorist on a podcast. But what about the old one? No, this one's locked down tighter than we were 3 years ago. Next up is seat belts, and the Cyberster has a automatically retracting 3-point safety harness with pre-tension is built in the case of an accident. As for the MGB, well, it's got a seatbelt and hey, it probably works. What more do you need? And now let's find out which car is better for those unexpected rainstorms, or when you give a water gun to your editor. I don't want to get wet. Let's do it. The countdown has begun. The roof is going up. Okay, that's cool. Oh, we're still good. Oh, okay, can I get the windows up in time? Yes, yes, yes! Woo-hoo-hoo! Oh, yes! Cyberster, piece of cake. Okay, are you ready?
Yeah, 3, 2, 1, go.
Oh, God. I know, achieve. Oh, bollocks. God. Oh, that's disgusting. Oh, it's in my mouth. Where's the knob? It leaks. Okay. Yeah. Okay. That round to the Cyberster. All right, that was fun. But now we need to do the hair test. Now, I don't have very long hair, so I'm passing with flying colors. Easy. Next up is boot space. Let's say you own a family business and you need to fit in your clients. Let's see, can you fit in the MG? No, that's full of all the things you need to stop these old combustion cars from dying. What about the MG Cyberster? Can you pass the Mafia test? Oh boy. I'm getting too old for that. Oh God, I don't know. Oh, my ass is stuck. I can't fit my ass in. Oh God. Yep. Does it close? Okay. Oh, there's a cigarette lighter plug in here. And it's got a light. And while Rachel gets the jaws of life, let's move on to a quickfire round. Starting with which car has Bluetooth audio, and the Cyberster does. As does the MGB, technically. What about electric windows? Well, the Cyberster has one-touch buttons. Nice. The MGB, on the other hand, has a more traditional approach. Speaking of windows, which car has vent windows for aiming air at the driver? Well, the MG does, and they work a treat. They're such a brilliant invention. The Cyberster, on the other hand, no, it doesn't. I think we've regressed as a species. Cup holders are next. They're an essential in modern motoring, and the Cyberster has 2 cup holders in the center console and a phone holder, sort of, while the MGB doesn't. Yeah, it's got fewer cup holders than the Wright brothers plane. How about power steering next? Well, the old MGB doesn't have such a bourgeois luxury. It's a real sports car. It gives your arms a workout. The new MG does, and considering it weighs a full ton more than the sexy sardine can, I'm grateful. What about Android Auto or Apple CarPlay? Well, not on the classic car, unfortunately. It's got fewer electric toys than a pre-war toddler. The MG Cyberster, however, solves that problem with both robot and fruit, although they are wired, not wireless. Next up, which one's easier to park? And as you can see, reverse parking in the MGB is a piece of cake. There's nothing behind you, no high boot, no rear pillars, you just back straight in and walk away. As for the Cyberster, it's a slightly different story. There's a lot of obstruction behind you, so it pays to use both the mirrors and the 360-degree bird's eye camera view. Bottom line is, the MGB won this round. Next up, which one is more annoying to drive? And we've got to address the elephant in the room. This is a very vocal car. Shut up. So it's energy 49, shut up, speed. Shh. Cabin noise, shush. So it's energy. Stop beeping. If I, for example, look away too long at camera, it will beep at me. I get that. If I go over the speed limit, it'll beep at me. I get that too. If I block the steering wheel just by turning the wheel a little bit, driver's face block, it beeps at me.
If I look at this dashboard too long, it'll beep at me and tell me stop looking at the dashboard, pay attention. If I enter a new suburb, it will beep at me. If I get too close to a line, it'll beep at me.
It beeps and it bongs all the time. Shush! Even now. Shut up! This thing, it's got more bongs than a student flat. Meanwhile here in 1967, there are no bings and bongs and chirps and chimes. This car doesn't make a sound. In fact, this car doesn't even have any warning lights. It's got an oil pressure light. No, it doesn't even have that. I've got an oil pressure gauge. That's about it. This car, if something goes wrong, it's just gonna quietly die on the side of the road. Rachel's in the Cyberster in sport mode. I'm in the MGB in first gear.
Gav's yapping. Oh, yeah.
2025 versus 1967.
I don't know how often we get screams, but that is...
Oh, I can't keep up with the future. You can't.
That kind of makes me feel sick, like big time. Makes me feel sick.
Hi.
Can you hear me okay?
Yeah.
What? I think I have to give the point to the Cyberster. Yes, let's compare refueling now, starting with the MG Cyberster. I used one of ChargeNet's hundreds of rapid chargers to charge the car from 10% to 80%, which is a typical charge on a road trip, and it took 34 minutes, peaking at 139 kilowatts. That's a slightly above average charging speed, but still not amazing in 2025. To compare, I refueled the MGB using petrochemicals sourced from across the globe, and from start to finish, refueling took just 8 minutes. Not bad. But what about the cost, you ask? Well, the Cyberster consumed 53 kilowatt hours of renewable electricity at a cost of $48. The MGB, on the other hand, drank 38 litres of 98 octane petrofuels from the Carboniferous period approximately 300 million years ago at a cost of $114. Ouch. I should also add that if you were to charge your car at home, like 85% of all Kiwi EV drivers do, then you'll be looking at about $15 for a full charge if you are on the EcoSaver plan from Ecotricity. If that sounds good to you, then sign up at ecotricity.co.nz and join the good fight. As for emissions, the classic MG's 38 litres of petrol releases 88 kilograms of heat-trapping CO2, fueling climate change, causing cancer, accelerating species extinction, and making everything more expensive. While the Cyberster, running on Ecotricity electricity, releases 0 grams of carbon. Nice. But now, the moment has arrived where we must tally up the scores to see which of these two cars is the better midlife crisis mobile, and the numbers don't lie. Drum roll please, the winner is the MG Cyberster. Now, before anyone from the MG Owners Club writes in to complain saying that I've been too harsh on this old girl, this segment is mostly for entertainment and to show you how far the technology's come with electric cars. Truth be told, this is my car and I love it. Also, before anyone else writes in, it is entirely carbon offset, this car, and it's only used occasionally, as you should with combustion, because we now know it's really not good for us. And there you have it. That's the basics of this, the MG Cyberster. Sure, it's got a name cringier than a LinkedIn influencer, and the software is a little buggy and it won't shut up, but I'm willing to forgive all of that for the fact that it is an utterly beautiful, desirable, exhilarating car to drive. And if you get the chance to drive one, do it. MG, well done on the Cyberster. I can't wait to see what they do next.